It's time to drop the hammer. Grant looking for a good start on the outside. Is going to charge up to the top side. Look at that, 3 wide, almost 4 wide. You could have called it down. Turn number 1 and 2 and onto the back chute. Hot hustle. Down end ended. From back in the field comes Buddy Kofoid into second with a burner out through the eye of the needle. Charge down in. He's going after the top spot here on lap number 2. Justin Grant says, not so fast, young man. And powers back down to the inside. The 2. Jake Harn hangs on to it for now. Kofoid slams another bomb on him. Boom, baby. There goes Grant one more time into the point. Kofoid's just going to keep hammering that. Justin Grant looking to go to the outside, has to drop the nose on. He'll go side by side with the 67 car, try to slow the momentum down into the corner. Not going to let Kofoid throw a bomb on him that time. Kofoid says exactly what I planned on. To the point goes the 67 car. Oh, red flag out. Heavy contact. One still rolling down across the racetrack. Tail of the field, Cannon McIntosh is coming off the bottom. It looks like Cannon McIntosh slid off the bottom and stalled. Chase McDermott had nowhere to go, and Kaylee Brayson had nowhere to go. So here we go. Green flags back out. NOS Energy Drink started. We're back underway, and Buddy Kofoid leaps out by about 4 car lengths down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be a battle for second, at least for a little while. We're going to drop one off the bank and can fire it down the back straightaway. Hot hustle into turn number 3. We'll scramble from top to bottom, that end of the racetrack. Pasted on the wall, top side. So we got him 2 and 3 wide back through the field. Justin Grant hanging on to the number 2 spot for now. Big slot job coming out of the hot rod. As he slipped up tight to the wall there, working for that number 3 spot. Buckley down on the inside of the racetrack. Little bobble right there as the 67 grabs the binders down into the corner. Justin Grant trying to run him down yet again. They got a straightaway advantage over Jace Park at the 87. He scored 3rd on the field. So trouble on the back chute, just ahead of your race leaders. Hayden Reinbold, unfortunately, upside down the 19 AZ car on the back chute. It's quickly right at the first banner. Down off the bank, he goes the number 67 car. Justin Grant got a better start that time at the 2J. Down on the inside, Jacob Denny's going to get down low into 61 one more time as they head down the back straightaway. Jason McDougal, the 19 car, just to his outside, running 4th on the field. Team is going to try the bottom as well. Cross flags come out. We're halfway through that time by. And Denny's actually looking at the 3 spot now. Jace Park up on the high side. The 87 had a lot of company. Look at Jacob Denny go. So he just kind of let her flow on through. Down into turn number 2. Is going to ride it out onto the front straightaway. Look at Denny down on the inside. Oh, he's got to run on Grant. Grant comes down to protect. Grant's quick to get the memo. He's like, hello, how you doing? Instantly went to the bottom of turn number 1 and 2 to protect on Jacob Denny. Trying to scrub off his momentum, and Jacob's going to persist with it. Out of turn number 4 and onto the front straightaway. Justin Grant throttles back up. All that did was give the 67 car some breathing room. Final trip around Lawrenceburg Speedway on night number 2 of Indiana Midget Week. And Buddy Kofoid came loaded for bear this year. My goodness gracious. Picked up a win at Tri-City. He'll go back-to-back in Indiana Midget Week here at Lawrenceburg Speedway for the number 67. Here he comes, race fans. Make some noise for Michael Buddy Kofoid. With that, we'll send it down with Christy Bemis.
Thank you so much, Chet. Man, I'm running out of things to say to Buddy Kofoid as he wins 4 in a row tonight at Indiana Midget Week. He picked up the win tonight at Lawrenceburg, last night at Bloomington, the night before that at Tri-City, and then the night before that, just over a month ago, at the T-Town Midget Showdown. He's having himself a seat right now because he's got to just be in disbelief with the amount of success that this Keith Kunz Motorsports, Curb Agajanian and Mobile One team is having. It has been since 2012 and 2013 since any single driver has picked up 4 consecutive USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget wins, and that driver was Kyle Larson. That record has been met tonight by our very own Michael Buddy Kofoid. And Buddy, we've talked about it all night long. It's been a relentless discussion, but man, how is tonight a perfect example of why this is your favorite racetrack?
Winning it definitely makes it a lot better, but it's just, I don't know, it's just so damn fun. And this is probably one of the best Lawrenceburgs I've ever seen. Up on the fence like that, cowboy up, is exactly how I like it and what where I came from in California. That's how it was. So the first time I came here, I fell in love with it, and then, just chipped away, ran 6th of the Outlaws, and 4th, and then ran 2 seconds here with the Midget, and finally, it was 1 spot better. So I don't know what to say. Jared, Tanner, and Shane, they do an amazing job, and I didn't feel great after the heat race, and I was kind of nervous with it's kind of tough to pass once you get strung out, but finally got the lead and was able to control the race. But I don't know, I owe this all to Keith and Pete for believing in me a few years ago, and of course all the Keith Kunz Motorsports guys and Mobil 1 and Toyota for their continued support, and it's a hell of a good string of races we got going right now.
Spent the first half of that race kind of cheating the cushion into turns 3 and 4 there until Justin Grant started picking up some speed, kind of closing that gap and threw at least 1 slider on you. When did you have to make that decision that you had to start actually getting up there into the fence?
So I'd planned once I didn't know if I was going to get to lead that quick, but once I got to open air, I figured I would, run the wall all the way around, and then I hit it bad into 3 one time and almost landed back at the trailer, and figured I didn't really want to do that again. So, I knew last year I was able to slide myself and actually make speed and stay even or almost catch the leader last year. So I figured if I could cut the corner short and get to the cushion really fast, that I could make speed. But, it got dirtier and slower, and I decided to try it one time and then hit it right, and then I was able to keep tweaking my entry a little bit, and then finally, got it to where I knew I could carry a ton of speed. So that was a hell of a good time.
Is this feeling ever going to get old?
If we keep winning, it keeps it fresh. So hopefully we can keep doing that.
It's 4 in a row from Michael Buddy Kofoid tonight. He is your winner of night number 2 of Indiana Midget Week at Lawrenceburg Speedway.